fun during the mid-roll break if we have like a list of fun facts we can do about each character.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've been live for 15 seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have some unfortunate news, chat. So I checked the script of the last session, and they were supposed to die and didn't. So now we're making shit up as it goes. My book fell so much farther than it was supposed to.
Get hecked on.
Also, hello everyone. Hi, it's me again. I'm back. Somehow they're still letting me do this thing. I don't know. Anyway, to introduce myself, my name is Alejandro de la Piedra, also known as the Greedy Dragon, and today I'm going to be running the Nexus Tournament. Let's go on to the much more interesting people of our stuff and start off with Sonia.
Hello, I'm Sonia. I'm playing Molly Tav, our scrappy goblin alchemist. I am also slightly congested today, so my voice may sound different from usual.
All right. And then starting off with the next character, our beloved slimy boy, John.
Hello, I'm Goopy.
Ooh.
Also,
is that all you're going with?
Malman.
Just wanted to make sure. Up next, the amazing, the greatest, the one who lets me do these things for some reason and regrets it every single time, Mike.
Every time. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Hi, I'm Mike, and I will be playing... Who the hell am I playing? Garrick Halewood, the hero with shield, who's regretting his life choices at this moment in time.
Like all true heroes. Yep. This is just the difficulty part of his heroic journey.
This is where he was supposed to refuse the call, but he didn't, and so now the hero's journey is trying to fix itself. Anyway, then on to my personal favorite anarchist, Eve!
Hi, I'm Eve, and I am playing Virginia Slim, the warlock human, criminal mastermind, who knows 31 spells as a warlock at level 5.
That's not even possible.
The sad thing
It's
is, I
so
know
many.
how it's possible, and it infuriates me, but also, I respect it. As a fellow power gamer, I respect it.
There's so many options.
But only 2 spell slots.
Yep, currently only 2
2 spell slots and 5 free casts.
Yeah, I've got a lot of free casts.
Yeah.
It's actually
And then-
6 free casts.
Wonderful. And then, finally, the one who unfortunately had to miss last session, and everyone else suffered for it, but she's back. We're happy. Our tank lives. Jess.
Hi everybody, I'm Jess, pronounced she, her. I'll be playing Dagatha Kragdagger, who I heard had a great time last time, so I'm sure everything went great. And let's get this going.
All right. Before we begin, just a quick shout out to our stream's wonderful sponsors whom we love all so much, Arkenforge and Rogue Gaming Subs, where by using the promo code WOULDBEHEROES, you can get 10% off of your Gamer Subs orders and 5% off of Arkenforge orders. And after going to bat for you all, chat, I was able to get them to agree that if you use those codes, instead of becoming 2% cooler than me, you will become 3% cooler than me. Upgrades, baby!
It's Rogue Energy, not Gamer Subs.
Offer void in Tennessee. I don't make the rules.
Thank you for correcting me, John. I'm gonna go throw myself onto the floor in shame.
That means we level.
Oh,
Nope,
yeah.
that only counts if I fainted.
No.
For
But
context,
I could get
I'm-
more spells.
I know, that's
More
why I made
spells.
sure not to faint. For context, my lovely chat, I'm currently wearing a sweater that my sister made me and gave me for Christmas last year to celebrate me starting my YouTube channel that I still need to post on more. However, I'm very warm-blooded. I'm already sweating, but I'm stubborn about this. So I told the cast, if I faint during the session, they automatically go to level 20.
I would get so many spells.
And with Virginia having that many spells fueling my nightmares, let us begin. Also, I'm sorry, Rogue Gaming Subs. Please keep sponsoring us. Please, I'm begging you.
Energy! Rogue, energy!
Yay, level 7!
You wanna know what's worse? It's truly all of our fault now, because I've been saying it that way every single session I've started on, and
I
no
know.
one's corrected me until now.
It's right down there. It's right underneath you.
Problem, I'm currently running this on my laptop. I can't have everything open all the time.
It sounds like a skill issue.
Yes, it is!
You only had to listen to Mike say rogue energy for a year.
I mean, to be fair, I'd completely miss that every time too.
I'm pretty
So,
sure when
and
he told me he did say Rogue Gaming.
I
Let's
hold
blame Mike.
I hold no blame to Alejandro at all. He's simply a victim of circumstance.
Alright, guys, for our survival, we're blaming our token white guy.
Yes. Sounds good.
Alright. Yes? Yes, Mike?
Yes,
Would you
Whitey?
like to argue about your placement in this group?
My shield and I will be over here in our gringo greatness.
All right, this is
Hey,
by
level
far
9.
the most chaotic session I've ever started with, and I've done ones where I was both drunk and high. It was a rough day for me that day. Yes, unfortunately.
Which ones?
Oh, none of the ones in here. This was a home run. Anyway, let us summarize. Last session, y'all got into an epic boss fight that you weren't supposed to because someone, we're not naming names, shit-talked the dungeon, and the living spell that was running the challenge seemed to take it personally, which was not supposed to happen. But, despite not having your tank, you were able to persevere and win the fight!
Hey, what am I, chalk liver?
Compared to Dagatha, yes, in terms of tanking.
Yeah.
She has a lot more hit points than you.
Yeah, you just got the armor.
Yeah.
But with that, where
Yeah,
we
that's fine.
left off last was the team getting teleported out and cared for by the medics by the medics who were trying to get everyone out of the dungeon. However, that is not where we're going. Instead, where we're going is to moments at the battle start, where a certain dwarf friend of ours was hit with a beam of black inky energy. Dagatha. You were ready to brawl. You were ready to go. You were ready to bring glory to the Crag Dagger name. Then you got hit in the face, and could you please describe to me Dagatha experiencing her worst fear?
You see, she's ready for this fight. She's rip-roaring. Let's go. She takes off. And before she even has a chance to react, that darkness hits her and she feels it. And now she's not in the tournament anymore. She's not in the tower. She's not there. She's running through a hallway, and it's dwarven architecture, old stonework, and she's passing portrait after portrait after portrait of other warriors, all wearing the spiky crag dagger armor, just portrait after portrait, and she's running, and she can hear people laughing and talking somewhere in this fortress, somewhere. She can hear them, and she's running, and she can't find them. And then the rumbling starts. And then the rocks in the ceiling that have held up for generations and generations start to crumble and fall. And she's running, but there's nowhere to go. And the rocks fall and fall and fall. And the space gets smaller and smaller and smaller until, bam, she's crushed.
As the moment you get crushed, you genuinely think this is the end. This is where, if this is an illusion, my brain can't process death. I'll wake up. If this isn't, this is where I die. Hopefully I see my ancestors. But it doesn't end quite there. Because you can still hear the laughing. And you start digging. Even as the laughing turns mocking, even as you start hearing the jeers and the taunts about the Crag Dagger name and how they've fallen, you dig and you dig and you dig, and the laughing doesn't stop. And you start feeling the rage bubble up as people start laughing about how your own siblings left. First, there was Bragatha Jr., who decided to go and be a warrior for one of the rival clans. Then there was Tagatha, who decided doing magic was better than joining them.
Tagatha.
Then there was Gagatha.
I'm so sorry.
For those who may have missed our last session because Dagatha wasn't here and she's your favorite character, Mike named all of their siblings. Every single one.
Sorry. I'm not.
Gagatha
Then there
just
was-
gets up to some stuff. We don't need to talk about
Then
it.
there
Yeah,
was
we don't have to
Dagatha,
get a-
who went straight criminal, still using the Daghammer, the Crag Dagger name, and bringing even more dishonor. The laughing continues and continues, and the rage builds up because they don't stop laughing. And right at the moment where you think your air is finally going to give out, right at the moment where rage is going to fully consume you, snap! You are suddenly gasping for breath as you look around. You see the ground of the initiation area. You see medics rushing over and caring for your teammates, and you think, what the fuck just happened?
Oi! Oh, my bones! Oh, God! Oi, did we die?
Virginia looks very close to death. She got the shit beat out of her.
She thought
Oh,
the broom
we're
would keep
fine.
her safe. She was wrong.
I look over. What's Norm doing?
He's vibing.
How's he look? Or they?
Nearly unharmed, honestly.
It would be hard to tell.
It would. Oi, and I try to sit up, and I can't. I'm like, all right. Did I die?
No, thankfully you did not die, and you turn and you see the orcish woman who took your team's registration for the regional qualifier walking up to you. As she sits down and she's checking you for injuries, and you see her hands beginning to glow, showing that she has some magical healing capacity. It's like, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to introduce myself before because you registered so late. The name's Catherine.
Catherine.
Are you alright, Dagatha?
I'm very aware of all of my muscles and bones. It's a weird sensation.
That's called shock.
I don't like it.
And possibly a concussion.
Oh, there are about 3 of yous. Kind of waving around. I'm like, I gently touch her face.
She goes onto her wrist and
Oh.
scrolling through, and everyone else who can see this, you realize she's going through the live stream of you guys in the dungeon, and she's counting how many times Dagatha got hit in the head.
Mhm.
And it becomes very concerning when she goes through a set of 10 3 times before she reaches the boss fight.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Was she counting the face plants and the headbutting and greeting?
Yep, they cause
Oh,
concussions.
Yeah.
The headbutts don't count. They don't count.
Sure, just drink this potion, please. We don't want you to die.
All right. I will drink it.
Greetings, everyone, and the live stream of technical difficulties is back.
Yay!
Hey.
We
Yay!
apologize for this.
Yay!
Yes, there was a mystery potion. I had Molly roll a perception check. She rolled a 15 on it. And right now she's looking around. She notices most of the people who are there. She sees the other team. She sees several of the staff that she saw during the orientation. She sees Catherine, who we all know took the team's name. But there is one person that was a bit surprising not to see. You do not see the orc man who you remember. I believe I named John. Let's hope I named him John and move on with life. You don't see him anywhere. And that's a bit odd because he was the orientation leader. He was in charge of debriefing everyone after the dungeon round was over. But he is nowhere to be seen.
Well, last we heard of him, he was going to a meeting with one of his bosses.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yep. Molly will kind of do a little gesture to little Molly to get her to stop harassing whoever she's currently haranguing, and she'll ask the nearest orc, "Where's John?"
The nearest orc to you would probably be Catherine, as everyone who was knocked unconscious was put next to each other, meaning Dagatha, Molly, Virginia, because she was so close, everyone genuinely assumed that she was going to fall unconscious when she came out. You see Catherine goes to answer, but a look crosses her face as she looks behind you, and you turn and you look, and you see a large, portly, tiefling man walking in saying, "Apologies, everyone. John unfortunately had to take some time away. The stress of getting out all the other teams was unfortunately too much for him, and he is taking some time off to recuperate. Yeah, he deeply apologizes for the glitches in the spells systems. The things that happened were not supposed to be happening. However, I can assure you that we have fixed the issue."
Your dungeon was right shit!
Okay, one second. I gotta look at my insight check. Wait, does Norm not have an insight check?
Is Norm dumb? Wait, no, everyone but Virginia dumped wisdom.
Okay, insight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I have a 1
Yeah.
in insight. I would like to insight this man.
Please roll
like
your
to
insight.
insight violence.
I'll tell you the DC right now. You need to beat an 11.
I can do that.
I'll take some of that action.
Yeet. That's a filthy 20.
Nice.
I rolled a 19.
Garrett, what is your insight roll?
4.
Before I describe, has anyone else made an insight roll of any form?
Seems on the level to me.
All right, Garrett. Everything this man is saying makes sense. You've dealt with magic in your life before. You are yourself.
Why would he lie?
Knight. You know for a fact, besides evocation and abjuration, other magic is hard. It's malfunctions all the time. Why would he lie? And if John feels so bad about fucking up his job that he needs to take time off, good for him.
Exactly. Mental health is important.
Yes, mental health is very important. Norm, you're going to believe this man for a moment, and then you hear a voice that you do not recognize, but is oddly familiar, in a both comforting and disconcerting way, as if it's flashing through your mind, as you remember the phrase, "If there's one thing I've always learned in life, my friend, it's that when a bigwig says that someone had to take time off when something went wrong, they're the fall guy. And it's always something else that went wrong."
So, yeah, when this guy is like, "Oh, yeah, no, John had to take some time off," Norm's just gonna say, "Oh, you killed him."
There is a moment where, when you say that, Molly, Dagatha, Virginia, you all see Catherine's eyes flash with pure rage and panic, as the portly tiefling puts his hands up and says, no, 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 no.
Oh, you had him killed.
No, 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 no. John is perfectly alive.
That's what someone would say if they killed a man.
That's also what someone would say if no one killed him.
No, you'd say where he was. You wouldn't say that. He's definitely alive.
He's very much alive.
And
He's
they
just
wouldn't be
making-
sweating as much as you are, too.
I'm currently being sweating because many people have suddenly started glaring at me.
I don't know.
Based
that
off a
doesn't seem
baseless
to-
accusation, which is quite rude. Especially coming from the regional qualifier winners, Delsa. Congratulations!
Oh, we won!
Indeed you did. You were the only team to be able to make it through the final dungeon room, and even without beating the puzzle through sheer might, magic, and mastery, you were able to defeat the boss, even the secret hidden boss that we weren't originally going to release. Congratulations, you have more than earned the right to compete in the Nexus Tournament.
Norm's gonna point at him and his
Bridget?
head is going to swivel like 180 degrees and he's gonna say, see, now he's trying to distract us with praise.
Virginia's still laying on the floor, still in pain. She got really messed up. And yeah, she just kind of like waggles a finger in the air, and a suppressed agitation and a couple like limp fireworks go off.
Dagatha's singing "We Are the Champions" quietly in like Dwarvish. All of her bones are still
Hey,
broken.
I know Dwarvish.
Yeah.
Wait, do I? I do too!
Oh man.
I just rolled my
two
languages
people-
at random.
Yeah, because two people do understand. Jess, could you be so kind as to sing "We Are the Champions" in Dwarvish?
All right.
Gar arch lagmarna, gar ar lagmar klach, nar hur fornir mar, porgar ar lagmar klach, por la bar.
Dagatha, I'm gonna need a performance check.
Oh.
I thought that was pretty good.
No,
Yeah, I think she
think
should get an
she gets
inspiration.
that check.
Oh no, this is
Should get it.
completely different.
Yeah, I think she should get advantage.
Okay, you know what? Roll with
never.
advantage.
Okay,
Alright.
roll with the division.
Okay.
Hold us all.
13.
All right, a 13.
Pretty good.
Everyone hears Dagatha begin to sing this nearby and are genuinely surprised. Let's be honest, dwarves are not famous for their pop song and victory song singings. They're more known for the opera and choir. This is surprisingly good. Like, legit small publication might actually pick it up if you market it right, which could be an opportunity later down the line.
She's got
Anyway.
some extra rasp because her ribs are broken, so she won't sound like this again.
Note to self, during singing competition, please remind players to break Dagatha's ribs.
Pando.
All right, everybody, gather around. Just start pummeling.
It's just
Oh.
we have to do the Battle of the Bands episode.
Yes. All right. As this all happens, the portly tiefling says, "Now, you will all be given a day to rest, but I have been informed by the Nexus Tournament elders and adjudicators that the tournament will be starting a bit earlier than planned. It was supposed to be starting next week. It gave all of the regional qualifier winners time to recover, but unfortunately, things have been moved up, so you will have to go tomorrow to the capital of Pangaea, also named Pangaea."
Yeah, well, you know. Virginia's just trying to sit herself up.
Unfortunately, I do have to go. Any further questions, please feel free to go to your manager. And he turns and looks, and there is Vince McNome, who, an important point, he was not your manager when you guys went into the dungeon. He was just someone helping you sign up.
Oh, that is true.
Yep.
Yeah. And Vince McGnome immediately runs up to you all and says, "Congratulations, you guys. We did." Oh, God, the voice is back and it hurts. Hello, throat pain, my old friend.
I
thing
have got some beef with you.
What did I do?
Do we know this man?
I was under a completely different idea of what this crew was. I thought that this was an established adventuring crew that, done stuff together before, and then I was just going to be like the wild card. It seems like everyone here is a fucking wild card and nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. This guy's throwing his goddamn shield. Who throws their shield? You're supposed to hold that.
I do want to point out that when I asked you to join, I did literally get on my knees and beg you because I said they were hopeless.
You can still be a hopeless team that knows how to work together.
Hopeless.
Besides
You told me
Garrick, of
that
course.
you needed
Besides
me
you, Garrick.
because they were hopeless.
It's called hedging bets, Garrick.
We've done
The
stuff
face
together.
pointing at Garrick, the heel. It's a perfect match.
But you
The
told me
salt
I
and
wasn't
pepper
the
to it.
heel. You told me I was the face.
I pointed at you for the face, Garrick. Are you alright? Did you get hit in your eye? Yes, genuinely concerned.
All right,
No, I'm at like
This.
a quarter. I'm at like a third of my hit points.
I'm
So
looking around,
It's roughed
and
up.
I see these two guys. You got this guy with the shield, seems like a protective type. He's up there hucking his shield around, getting into fisticuffs, while me and this little chick covered in fucking bombs are just getting wailed on. We ain't supposed to be getting wailed on. That's not our jobs.
You're
And then,
absolutely right, Virginia.
Yeah, I expect that out of Norm. Norm's just doing Norm.
Blink blonk.
They Dagatha, Dags, where the hell are you? What was that?
I was there, I think. Was I not there? I thought I did a pretty good job.
No, you got zapped
I assumed I
immediately.
did. That's why my bones were broken and my throat
You know what?
was crushed.
While I'm bitching at folk, she like quickly twirls her hand in the air and like forms a big circle of green flames and just reaches through it and says, "Winston, get out here!" And she yanks out a closet.
Oh shit, hold on. I'm so excited. I worked So Eve was very kind to let me know she was planning to do this ahead of time, and I had to think to myself, what voice fits a badger? And
It's not a badger.
Was it?
It's a closet. Yeah, no, it's the
Seriously?
fiend that she crams into the shape of various animals.
Gotcha. All right, hold on.
She's
Let me
got a
just go to
giggle.
the voice I
Great.
have here. All right. So you summon Winston. As soon as Winston appears, immediately stands at attention, salutes, and goes, "Yes, boss."
What the hell was that? I told you to distract him, and you just immediately got squashed into a fucking pancake.
To be fair, that was rather distracting.
I did my absolute best, but there's only so much I can do when you drop me in front of 4 guys.
Okay, you're just supposed to go all fucking crazy.
You did a good job, Winston.
Back.
Hello. Where did we leave off, chat? Tell me now. Reveal your secrets.
Don't compliment Winston.
Don't
Thank you.
compliment Winston.
Winston fully turns and goes, "The fuck is this weirdo?"
I'm Noel.
Honestly, I'm trying to figure that out. That's the asshole what got me into jail in the first place.
Anyway, boss, once again, I'd absolutely love when you let me go and I can start some shit that crazy, but you dropped me in front of 4 guys. We've established my limit of taking on guys is 3 at a time.
A bunch of them were distracted. That's why I did the whole, like, flaily arm thing.
Very clearly not, because they all took turns beating on me after I was unconscious. I'm a demon boss. I feel that, even when I get sent back to hell.
Alright, but it's also your fucking job.
Yes, ma'am. I will find a way to take on 4 guys at once next time.
Let's try and get it up to 5, and she just snaps her fingers and he erupts into flames and disappears.
As you go, Malevoliencia goes. You know, you're the one who chose Winston. I don't know what you're expecting. I outright said he's just the biggest bitch on the block.
What?
And you said that sounds perfect.
Yeah, I know. I like Winston.
All right. I mean, like, fair. You be you, girl. But, like, once again, you chose the biggest bitch on the block and you threw him at 4 guys.
Oh, yeah. I'll try to build up that fucking confidence.
What confidence? I make fun of him constantly.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at my schedule. You in your mind space, a literal schedule pops up, a calendar, and it is just make fun of Winston, make fun of Winston, make fun of Winston, make fun of Winston. Talk to Virginia and other patrons, and that's only a 5-minute time frame. Make fun of Winston, make fun of Winston. Go talk to Winston's wife.
I didn't know Winston was married.
Not for long.
Yeah, not for long.
Oh, yeah. Listen, not my problem.
That's
Alright,
why my
but
partner is
anyways.
myself.
Little Molly just puts up a fist bump.
Yep, fist bump.
Just go. Yeah. All right, but
What I'm saying is, we gotta figure out what our deal is.
you're absolutely right, Virginia. And as your team's manager, I would be happy to help you with that. But I am currently working on accommodations to get you from here, one of the most remote towns in all of Pangaea, the town of Mountport, which is somehow both a port and on a mountain, and getting you to Pangaea City, which is in the middle of the state.
Tectonic shift.
Slash country. We cannot use tectonic shifts.
No, I mean, that's why there's a mountain port, because tectonic shifts turn the port into a mountain.
No, it's actually much more specifically because we are Skyport.
Well, that's just stupid.
Then we can fly.
Yes, but that costs money, and I'm currently working on getting that settled.
Turns towards
Anyway.
Virginia. Don't you steal money?
Yeah, I steal money.
Can we steal a boat?
Yeah, we could steal a boat.
We can't use. Can I use a boat to get further inland?
I'm
Not
just
very
saying,
quickly, anyway.
he asked if I could steal a boat. Yeah, we could steal a boat.
Of course she
I'm
can
just
steal
saying,
a
yeah.
boat. She can steal a boat like it's nobody's business.
I have a
I don't
question.
really know how to, like, operate a boat, but...
I have a
But you
genuine
can steal
question
one.
for
Yeah,
the
exactly.
players. Whose character would have read the contract they signed to form a team?
Hell no.
So
No.
Molly
Virginia
would
does
have
not
read
care
it?
about contracts. She will break
Okay,
a
so
contract.
Probably wouldn't
Wouldn't
have
understand
understood
it.
it. She would-
Oh my god.
So
A
I
lot of
need
gobbledygook.
Molly and Mike, because you both said you would probably not understand it, to make me a what's the good skill? An investigation check at disadvantage, please.
that's gonna suck. Okay.
I have good
do I do
investigation. I
this?
might actually succeed
How do I do this?
here.
Ooh,
Oh,
there we go.
if only it wasn't
Take it on,
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
I rolled a 9.
That's unfortunate.
Go, dice, go! Yeah, baby! 5.
Okay.
I'm a himbo.
He made sure his name was spelled
Yes,
right.
buddy. I apologize. My son is coming over to say hi. Would you like to say hi?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes,
Hello,
robot.
child.
Hello. Say,
Hello.
Hola, niño.
go bother your Nino. All right, so we have a 5, and Molly, what did you roll?
A 9.
A 9. Okay, you remember this? You steamrolled, fully skimmed through the contract. You do remember one fact. You're not sure if you're remembering it correctly, but you do remember it being funny.
Yep.
A criminal can agree to participate in the Nexus Tournament, but unfortunately cannot commit crimes until they get to the Nexus Tournament. Otherwise, the whole team is disqualified.
Oh.
Ooh. Can't commit crimes yet.
I'm of the opinion that you just can't commit crimes. Full stop.
Virginia's
I'm
like
fine with that.
literally about to like put a handful of pins into her bag of holding. What do you mean I can't commit crimes? Of course I could commit crimes. I do crimes all the time. It's very easy.
Is it can't commit or can't get caught?
I think can't get caught.
Oh well,
But
we're
if
fine.
you-
Let's go steal a skyboat.
Now hold on. What are you talking about?
If you're
Skyboat.
caught before the tournament, you are disqualified. But
Says who?
during the tournament, the papers,
What papers?
the recipe for the tournament.
Contract.
Recipe.
All right, Molly's my favorite character just for that.
That's fair.
Do we have the contract? Like on us?
They are all on Vince McNome, as he had to turn in the paperwork for you due to the amount of time you had to get to orientation. And he
Vance,
just
let me
left.
see that contract. Oh my God damn it, Vance! I gotta know if it's like a magical binding thing or something. Because I really want these pins.
Hello?
Does it count if you don't know if you're committing a crime?
Catherine is waving her hand. So,
Yeah.
I can't say for certain if that is a thing. You're the first criminal who's participated in my region. I do want to point out you guys have actively talked about committing a crime in front of a tournament officiant. And so if it
Yeah.
is real, I am required by my job to report you, and I don't want to lose my job if I don't.
What? We can't talk about it?
Well, I'm saying if one gets stolen, and you guys did talk about it in front of me,
Yeah, but what if it's some other guys to steal it?
well, then hopefully none gets stolen. I'm going to be honest with you, Virginia. I'm rooting for you guys.
Norm kind of steps out of her line of sight so that the rest of the party can see him, but she can't. And he holds up his two hands, and one hand is going to turn into like a facsimile of hers, like just her, and the other one's going to be like a little facsimile of Norm. And then Tiny Norm's head is going to turn into a maw and like bite the facsimile of her in half. And he'll just kind of like raise an eyebrow, like, should I?
No.
Yeah, Virginia's also doing that.
Okay, Norm's hands return to Globs, and he returns to the party.
Ah,
All right,
We'll
well,
let a
don't
bit of
you
crime.
worry. We will not steal a boat.
yes.
Oink.
Thus, if a boat gets stolen, you'll know it was not us.
Roll a persuasion
Yep.
check. Specifically Molly. Catherine knows
Okay.
full and well not to trust Virginia.
Would it give disadvantage if
But
Garrick is
I'm very
any
good
of the
at
whole
it.
time of doing this?
I'm very
Would it give
persuaded,
disadvantage
actually.
of doing this? Let me think. Would that be funny?
I'm not so good at persuasion, but I'm very good at deception.
Oh, good.
The only friendly, non-evil NPC we have met, and we're just like, we should lie to her.
All right.
Or eat her. What the hell? Come on.
Hey, Norm's a slime, okay? He has two methods of dealing with problems.
12 is what I rolled.
A 12? Okay, Virginia, I'll let you roll either a persuasion or a deception, and I
Well,
want you to tell me which
Virginia's
one.
Obviously lying. Oh wow, that was I rolled a 2, so I got a 9.
Damn.
Oh my god.
You're
Gosh.
on fire today.
This is
Literally.
I'm very scared
Listen,
for next combat. If these both
Virginia,
continue.
Virginia got beat the hell up. She's still not feeling great.
Right. So I'm gonna go and do you guys know where you're staying? Perchance?
Alive, mostly.
I mean, I was staying over at the hotel, but
I thought you were in the prison.
well, yeah, I was. That's what I'm saying. I was in the hotel, and then I got put into the jail for a crime what I did not do, but I got blamed for, even though it was shoddy craftsmanship. She
You guys
says,
will remember
glaring at Garrett.
That
you will
was never
you guys
actually.
will remember that Vince did say he got you guys accommodations for the night.
Yeah, but he's left before he told us where they were.
Yeah, we don't know where it's at.
Wow. I didn't even mean to make him this incompetent, but it feels right.
Yeah!
It feels amazingly right. Like, all right.
Didn't that little man say he had the room for us somewhere?
Yeah, but he didn't say
Could it be?
where.
Accommodations.
So knowing Vince, it would probably be at the most expensive inn in town.
Of course it
So
would.
you're gonna want to go to the Golden Harp. Also,
Is that a logical, common sense thing that we would know to do?
So let me put it to you this way: for everyone who went to Vince McGnome's investors meeting, it was in the mayor's penthouse because he promised to pay 100,000 gold for it.
Fair.
A suite at the Golden Harp makes perfect sense for Vince. Especially because this is covered by the tournament commission.
He's either there or he's not.
Now, here's a question. Can our manager commit a crime?
I'm sorry, Virginia, I don't know that one. That would be a question for John. And you see when she says that, her face gets very sad.
Gotcha. All right. Well, shit. God damn it. I hate these.
This is Catherine?
Yes, the
Okay.
orc woman.
And Garrick's going to walk up to Catherine. Ma'am, on my honor, we will not steal a boat.
Okay, Carrick. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll go into the Golden Harp. I need a goddamn drink.
Okay, do you guys all go to the Golden Harp?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
As
you
we're
get
leaving,
there.
Molly says, "We should get a card for John."
My lord, this is just getting sadder and sadder. Actually, while you guys leave, Catherine does grab Molly's hand and say, "Molly, could you stay for 1 second?"
Look, I got to download 15 minutes, 7 minutes, however,
Yeah.
and stick them all together.
And because
Wait,
OBS stream or crashes, it always goes back to the previous thing I was on, so I got to click off of that one onto the correct one.
Yep.
Make sure we're on the live and not starting soon or be right back, and then
Yep.
hit the start button and we're live again, by the way.
We are good.
Thank you.
We're back.
Hello. Where did we leave off?
Luckily, probably only a couple seconds back, because due to the Dia de los Muertos offline stream you have going on, I can like clock it immediately out of the corner of my eye.
Fuck yeah. All right. As everyone leaves, it soon becomes just Catherine and Molly in there, and Catherine turns and says, "I need a favor.
Break
Yes,
John out
yes.
of prison.
What do you need?
When you get to Pangea City, could you please look for my brother?
I would be happy to.
She looks around and she leans close, like, the glitch was not his fault. I know that for a fact. My brother's been a wizard since he was 9 years old, and he focuses on illusion and transmutation, which was this entire thing. She looks around again. The reason it could have gone bad is, and right before she could say it, a voice says, Catherine, we have to go. She goes, just look for him, please. And she walks out.
Alright. Yeah, Molly will stare after her for a moment and then join her team.
You join everyone at the Golden Harp. Now, the Golden Harp is a bit infamous in Mountport because it used to be the main governmental building for the town. However, it was converted into an inn after a group of adventurers killed the former mayor, took it over, and then at that point, it was kind of awkward to keep it as the main governmental building. Wow. After that whole fiasco. So it got converted to an inn, and it is an extremely luxurious inn. There was no expense spared. You hear music, there are trees growing inside the tavern to give it fresh air and ambiance. And as you walk in, you see an attendant, a half-elven man, go, oh, hello. Are you guys the regional tournament winners?
Yeah.
First and foremost, congratulations. Thank you for being Mountain Point's first team to join the Nexus Tournament. We're very excited. Please, come this way. Accommodations have been made for you. We'll lead you to your rooms. Does anyone have any specific things they needed? As we do have multiple...
Oh, you just muted out.
Yeah. Oh.
Hello?
Scuff screen.
Am I still
There we
here?
go.
Hello.
Yep,
There
there
you
you
go.
are.
Where did I cut off?
Multiple
You said
accommodations.
Does any of you
We
need
have
any?
multiple? You said we have multiple accommodations. We have, and then you cut off as you were just listing everything.
For magical beings or anyone who needs specific things due to their class. So, for example, Norm.
Rush.
Hello, Cat. Norm, we have a lot of biodegradable matter that you can use to consume in case you need to recover.
Oh boy.
I need a bottle of tequila, top shelf.
We've already given you 3 bottles of different alcohols. Tequila is included.
Excellent.
Right?
Save
You-
the bottles, everyone.
A look of fear goes across everyone who's bought one of Molly's products in town's eyes. Alright, but you are all given the opportunity to do a long rest, and is there anything anyone does during this period specifically?
Gosh. I feel like Dagatha takes a bath for like the first time in
And how long,
Long.
Jess? And how long?
a while. Like she's been busy. She's been running around doing stuff. But yeah, I think it's like the beautiful pristine water, and then she comes out in like the Golden Heart branded robe, and she's like, "Oh, that was brisk," and it's just like mud, just
It's tar.
like solid tar.
Dagatha, you don't hold on. Let me roll a d4 real quick.
Oh no.
You genuinely feel 3 pounds lighter. There was that much gunk in just your
Gunk.
armor and gear alone.
Oh, I have to.
Unfortunately,
Start
she's
rebuilding
also
my gunk.
lost 2 points of AC.
No,
And not that mean.
I didn't touch my armor.
Alright, is there anything anyone else does during this long rest?
was
Yeah. Molly will do a little bit of, investigation of the sample she acquired from Dagatha and from that first hyena.
Okay, could you roll me an investigation check, please?
Yes. Well, there we go. 18.
18. Okay. Which one would you take a look at first?
Let's investigate the hyena remains. I'm very curious about those.
So it's a good thing that you stored them in the dungeon, as it is already highly unstable. You immediately get the sense if you open this bottle where the remains are stored, it will explode. You recall some of the knowledge you have about these hyena creatures. These are magical glitches. They're called mage mange. They happen when a spell starts going wrong. Kind of common for living spells to be a thing that happens with them, but the properties that you're getting is this one was made by a clearly rushed spell, should not have been casted the amount of times, and you do get the feeling that if you throw this at a mage, it could have some chaotic effects because this thing both consumes and produces magic of just wild proportions.
Interesting.
Right. And then we go down to the salve, the thing that Dagatha used for healing. And like I had mentioned before, one of the most interesting things is this needs a catalyst of physical friction and inertia to activate, which does not make sense for a healing salve. They're supposed to be applied, they do their job, it's done. And so you're looking through this, and you do find glycerin in the components,
course.
which would explain the need for a physical catalyst of impact, but the rest of it is currently unknown to you, even with an 18, because you're running into the issue of this appears to have been just dwarvish things, and you don't have access to dwarvish materials as of right now. But you do get the feeling when you're looking at it, the formula looks pretty simple. Nitroglycerin in extremely small amounts, added in with the specific herbs, rubbed into what looks like aloe vera, you think? But maybe made out of some form of mushroom because it's mountain underground. But you think if you're able to figure out the rest of the components through trial and error, you could probably improve upon it, even maybe add extra effects, as it is very, what's the actual word for it? Not mutative, not mutable. Not mutable, mutative, meaning you can add on things like a symptom.
Interesting.
A fun thing I learned from video games. So they do teach things.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else?
Yeah, Virginia is getting drunk and sending Winston into her bag of holding to search for the chalice and that card. Because she's thinking, okay, taking it out of the demi-plane would normally destroy it. But she took it out inside of a pocket dimension. So there's a possibility that they're still stable in there. So, yeah, she doesn't want to try pulling it out. She's sending Winston to go take a look and see if they're still there.
Boss, I got good news and I got bad news.
Alright, what are we looking at?
So they're both here.
Yes.
One of them looks like it turned to brass.
Shit.
And the other one, I mean, it looks fine if you want me to bring it out.
Hold on to it. Just leave it there for a sec. Alright. Let's start with the brass one. Let's go on and bring that puppy out.
You hear a squirming sound in your bag of holding as Winston, who thankfully doesn't need air to live, pops their head out with the brass playing card, and as soon as it exits the bag, it immediately begins to rust and rot.
Ah, shit. Alright, yeah, no, leave the chalice in there. We gotta figure out how to pop that puppy out without wrecking it.
Well, I know you generally don't like doing it, because normally you have to do her a favor, but you could ask the big boss.
Well, I mean,
Like, she lives in a pocket dimension herself. She brings shit out in all the time. Like, maybe she knows?
Yeah, I mean, a bad idea.
But
Malevolentia.
boss, before you do, I should warn you. Big Boss has been bored for a bit, so not blaming you. It's other warlocks. It's her other warlocks. They're not reaching your level. They're not reaching
It's
your
hard
level,
to.
and fully fair. I do enjoy working for you. I really do. But because they're not reaching out your level, she keeps trying to push you up. She's basically taking it out on you. Like, I'm gonna be real.
That kind of explains a lot because, like, I've been busting my ass and she's still riding my fucking chops, and I'm just like, well, what do you expect out of me? What do you expect? And she hands a shot glass to Winston.
You see, Winston has put on a pair of reading glasses and has pulled out a pencil and a notepad and is sitting down in a chair, writing down what you're saying here.
I will say, glasses on a closet look real weird because they got a weird buggy frog face.
It's genuinely horrifying, especially when you remember Winston's eyes look like teeth. I understand. I hear you, Virginia. I hear you.
Yeah, it's not personal. Like, I love the work. I really do. Like, this is my life's passion. Like, you know what they say, do what you love, and you'll never work in.
For the zinger.
Why are you a little guy?
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, I was. So Alejandro started freaking out,
What's mod on?
and then no one was answering me when I was like, "Hey, did I crash?" So I just turned on the baby voice mod and just was blathering about until someone was like,
Oh no.
"What the fuck?" So OBS didn't crash that time, so that's fun.
Hey.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. After its much technical error, my son somehow solved the problems for us, and all he required in payment was chicken nuggets and a short appearance on stream. I'm being extorted by a 2-year-old.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, we apologize for the technical errors of this session, where we left off with Virginia and Winston having a talk. But before we can continue that, there is a knock on the door of your room, Virginia.
Virginia gets up. I should point out, she is just wearing like black lingerie. Her clothes are just kind of scattered all over the room right now, and yeah, she just walks right over to the door and swings it wide open.
You see Vince McMahon there saying, "Hello, Virginia.
Vince who?
I heard you needed the contract."
Yeah, I do. I gotta see like if I'm dealing with a magical contract or if I can do crimes without it just immediately backfiring on me.
Oh. Well, I can answer that one right now. It is very much, in fact, a magical contract.
Ah, shit.
In fact, I thought you might have this problem, so I took the time to highlight and annotate the area that relates to crimes for criminals during the Nexus Tournament.
Yeah, she just picks it up and just immediately starts reading through it.
Alright, here's how it's basically looking like, Virginia. During the Nexus Tournament, criminals, because of the offer of a pardon should they perform...
Okay, we're fucking live.
Team.
Hello, it's us.
So yeah, it looks like the last thing that was said was crimes for criminals. Thank you,
Yes.
Mishiyamash, for...
It's me.
Oh.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, Jess, for being our stenographer.
Basic
yes,
just is
great program.
certain crimes, vast majority of crimes you cannot commit during the Nexus Tournament. The ones you can are the quote-unquote gentleman crimes that certain industries will sign up for publicity. For example, it's very common for personal security or locksmith companies to agree to this to both field test and market their new products. Because if a criminal taking part in the Nexus Tournament has trouble, that speaks well to them. Number 3, any crime.
Like that.
Yeah, any crime committed during the Nexus Tournament. 1 second.
We're having technical difficulties, and he's having parental difficulties.
My son decided to sing the song of his people.
Screaming?
I don't know if you could hear him.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Number 3, any with the exception of straight up murder and torture, among a few others that are very obvious that I can't say because TOS will murder the stream. Most crimes are allowed during actual tournament rounds. For example, if you want to steal a party's loot, that's completely fine, because that's just adventuring in general.
Alright, so most things are fine while we're on the demi-planes.
Mhm.
And some things are fine outside the demi-planes.
And you will be given
But-
a list of the companies when you actually arrive there. They make sure to keep it hidden up until that point to avoid the ability for you to plan ahead.
Alright, so question though. Let's say this lock company wants to prove they got the best locks, and then I just like immediately defeat their locks. Would that be held against me, or?
Are you answering Vince McNome or are you asking me, the DM?
Kind of both.
So I will answer as the DM first. That's on them for opening their mouths and talking shit.
Okay.
Now speaking of Vince McMahon, well, Virginia, if there's one thing I've learned is that there's no such thing as bad publicity. I can't say publicity correctly in this voice.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
It's alright, I'm well aware of it. My wife likes to make fun of me for it.
Alright, well, that's a fucking hassle. And yeah, she just shuts the door in Vince's face.
All right. Is there anything anyone else would like to do in this night during the long rest?
Go out for a jog.
Are you actually going for a jog?
Yeah.
All right. You are jogging along, and you do
Okay.
this semi-normally, going for a late-night jog. Normally, you're a morning jogging person. More people see you, but a late-night jog is a late-night jog. There's still stragglers out. And as you're going through, you do hear some cheers going, "Go, Garrick! You got this!" But as you are jogging, could you roll a perception check for me?
Oh no, you're serious.
Yes.
Hey, 8.
8. With an 8, you cannot see anyone. You cannot hear anything over the sound of your own breathing and the stamps of your feet hitting the ground. But you are positive that you are being watched. And it feels weirdly familiar.
Look down the streets as I, cross them. Do a quick 180, sort of jogging backwards a little bit.
You don't
Nobody's
see anyone
following me.
there. In fact, you're in a empty area of the town.
Must have been the wind.
You continue on and finish your jog.
Yep.
After that, and anyone else want to do anything before I end?
I think Norm's good. He's probably just hanging out in his pile of garbage.
It's organic detritus.
All right. So, you all wake up to the sounds of someone banging on your doors. Yes. You open them, and you all see Vince McGnome and several clones he seemingly created for this, going, "Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, we got to go!"
I don't sleep.
Well, then get the fuck out here.
Okay.
Virginia does the thing where she snaps her finger and she is just looking fabulous.
Virginia is ready to go. She looks like a movie starlet from like the old 70s black and white films when they were still a thing. With a fur coat ready to go, and somehow a cigarette has appeared on one of those long holder things. Anyway.
Molly had essentially converted her hotel room into a lab. There is, equipment strewn everywhere. Everything's all set up, needs to be taken apart and everything. And she works with remarkable speed, just unfastening parts, unscrewing things and packing it all away. And what looks like it should take, an hour to put together is packed up in mere minutes.
And
Beautiful.
somehow condensed to the size of a backpack.
We never
Very-
question how our goblin gremlin packs all that
No.
shit.
Nope.
Nope.
So,
Dagatha's
when-
just clamping on all her armor, like that thing like where you're trying to put on a shoe, but you're walking, so she's like jumping on one foot.
yeah, like the door to Norm's room opens in front of the Vince McClone, and it looks like a reddish pink version of like an H.G. Geiger set, just like horrible flesh mounds and flesh constructs, like all over the room, and then it all just begins to coalesce around a breastplate and some other gibbons until it's just Norm, and the room is spotless.
Horrible.
And what does Garrick look like when he's getting ready in the morning?
up at 6.
Oh god.
Opens the door before Vince even knocks. Vince, good morning.
Just spent like the last hour sitting on the edge of his bed staring at the wall.
Staring at the door, waiting, listening down the hall. Can hear him coming.
Look, for all my night owls out there in the chat who are watching this and just went, ugh, a morning person, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day by choice, and even I went, ugh.
Ugh.
And the best part, this is all a fucking act. Anyway.
All right.
Not our hometown hero. He loves getting up at 6.
That's
Are
things you
saying
guys
we
don't
should
know
never
yet.
meet our heroes?
All right, Vince is hurrying you guys along. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Do you have all your things?
I always have all my things.
Excellent. We need to go. Quick, to the port! And he's guiding you along, and it is very clear he's in a weird rush at the moment as he keeps talking, just going over random bullshit. And it's something I do want to remind everyone, there is the question of how the fuck did Vince become your manager?
Norm sees no reason to question this.
I assume he just told someone
assumed that he was.
Yeah, he was already.
I figure he just told someone that he's our manager, and thus
And it stuck.
he became our manager.
All right, let me just put on my notes here. Vince McNome, manager mystery subplot thrown out.
Oh,
All good.
Hey, look, Norm trusts this man implicitly.
Oh
He
yeah, I
has not
forgot. You
steered him
rolled a
wrong yet.
natural one.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. As he gets through and he keeps talking, he's like, all right, so, good news and bad news. The bad news is the original accommodations that I was able to get for us to get through were going to be a luxury Skyliner ship have been fully canceled.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they apparently double booked us. The other people who got there beforehand got there first. They decided to throw our seats out and yada 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 yada. However, I was able to find us some more accommodations, but here's the bad news. It is on a cargo ship.
That's fine.
And because of Norm, you are technically counted as cargo, not passengers.
Oh boy.
That's fine.
Sounds good. Whoa. Alright, as he gets you to the ship, it is... Quite frankly, it's a jack of shit. That ship. So normal sky ships, even the personal ones that people have but don't take care of, have a general sheen and glow to them because it is extremely important for flying that you're shiny so a large flying creature does not miss you and run straight into the ship. This is covered in so much grime. It is borderline disgusting. As you see a Goliath man going, "Hello there. I believe you are the cargo who is actually passengers. My name is Captain Lothbrook. Pleasure to meet you. Payment now."
I shove
Wow,
Vance
that-
forward.
Yeah, Vance, pay the man.
Of course. And he reaches in and pulls out some money, hands in, is like, let's go. It's all paid for by the commission. You don't need to worry about any of it. They gave me the funds for it. Roll an insight check.
Can do. I've been doing good
Any
at
of us
these
roll
so far.
above a 10.
Let's see.
Nat 1, let's go!
There we go, that's 13.
13?
Oh, I got a 19. I got a
19.
19.
a very
Dagger,
impressive
woo.
18.
Hello?
Wow.
Hello?
This man is in my will.
All right, so Virginia, you can tell from how he's rushing people along. This man, Vince, wants you to miss certain details from how much he's rushing you. This person, he was not able to get this covered by the commission. Molly and Dagatha, the two insight queens of this campaign so far, you're able to glean quite a few things. Number one, the ship captain looks really confused when he says the commission will cover this, which he brushes off, but you can glean from that, okay, the commission is not covering this. And then went, wait, there's a luxury Skyliner right there. As you turn and look to the side, and it begins to click in your head. One, if Vince is going for the cheapest option, and it's apparently covered by the commission, why would he go for the cheapest option? 2, where did Vince get the money? And then 3,
How was Vince getting there?
Yeah. And 3, where are your winnings from winning the regional tournament? You guys were never given your earnings. You guys were supposed to get gold. Haven't been given it yet. Some strange things are afoot here.
Vince is paying for everything. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'd snag. Oh, I don't know. I might need a dex check. I want to try to snag like the back of his shirt before he
Go
gets
ahead and
on
make a
the,
dex check. I will roll a acrobatics check.
Dang.
Damn.
What do you have for dexterity? Holy crap.
A +2.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Good.
As you're walking along the gangplank, Vince is about to enter his room, which has already been labeled manager's room, which means this man is a passenger. You are able to catch him on the back of the lapel before he could get in.
Hey, us great accommodation.
Continue.
Agatha?
As I was saying, I think before we take off, before we get all more embroiled in this situation, you should go ahead and divvy up our winnings, seeing as we won.
Of course, Agatha, of course. I was going to divvy it up once we got there so you guys could go shopping. You know, all the premium magic shops and all that stuff is in Pangea City. But of course. As he, could you put me down? It's in my luggage.
And I'll put him down.
He goes in, he ruffles through his luggage, and he pulls out what looks like a sack of gold, hands it to you, and before you even have a chance to count it or check the amount, because you were each supposed to be paid 50 gold for winning the tournament, he closes the doors and locks it, and an arcane lock appears. Dagatha, at this moment, you realize there's about 10 gold each in this bag. Which, taking into account just the average fare with cargo, you pay like 2 silver for person-sized cargo. You might need to check how why he's not giving you so much money, because that's a problem.
Norm's going to look at this and then look at Virginian and say, do magic locks just keep you from opening the door?
I don't know. Do magic locks just keep you from opening the door?
So magic locks do in fact stop you trying to enter, to my knowledge, not just opening the door.
Damn, I was gonna slime my way under the door
No,
frame.
it's essentially a wall. Well, I would assume that I would know how one would go about breaking a magic lock.
Oh, Virginia, you absolutely know the process to break a magic lock. You just got to learn what type of magic the lock is specifically attuned to, because, for example, illusion locks make you see horrible nightmares, evocation locks blow up in your face, yada yada. The main problem that you're suffering at the moment is breaking a lock is illegal, and you signed a magical binding contract.
Aww.
As Vince McNome then, just to add salt to the wound, says, by the way, if you read your contracts, you do see that I am currently listed as your manager, and a manager does get 70% of the winnings right now. We gotta make up those investments, guys. As you realize, this man has fully dropped the act.
Alright, hold it on now.
What words?
I have nothing to do with these investments.
Well, Virginia, zero argument against this at the moment. It's just on the contract that I get 70%. I'm not gonna even bother trying to justify it here. I have a lot of debts that I need to pay.
Listen, alright, I get it. I don't really care about the money. That's not really my jam. It's the art. But I don't appreciate all this sneaky underhand shit. Like, if you're gonna be doing stuff, just be straightforward with me about it.
Roll a persuasion check.
Alright, that's 23.
It's 23. He goes, all right, Virginia. I'm going to open the door. Please do not assault me.
I wasn't planning on it.
I'm talking to literally everyone outside. I can see all of your shadows.
Molly,
Dagatha, I can hear the muscles in your fist clenching.
Molly puts away
I'm backing up.
the bottle of acid she was taking out.
Norm is going to lower his hands, which would turn into a facsimile of Vince and him.
The arcane lock is undone. He opens the door and is like, listen, was it scummy that I did fully sign on as your manager and take advantage of the fact that you hadn't fully read the contract so I could put in the 70% dividend for myself before you get paid during the Nexus Tournament? Yes, I will admit this. 100%. But I do want you guys to win. That's fully honest. And it is at this point I do realize we do have a career criminal who breaks arcane locks on the team, and eventually I'm quite confident you will find a loophole to be able to harm me in some way or form. So,
Oh yeah, no, you bet your ass. Just don't lie to me.
in terms of honesty, let's try this. We do a 50-50 split of the winnings, and I will not try to cheat you over anymore.
So, now there we go. Now we're negotiating. I don't know. That sounds fine by me.
What?
Like I said, I don't care about the money. Like I can get money anywhere.
Hey, it's really about winning.
It's more than
Which we're gonna do.
original investments.
So, I did calculate the amount of gold you would win, but if you were to win this entire tournament, like, take into account, and he pulls out some very large mathematical folders from his own bag of holding. If we take into account the average amount of gold that a party wins from endorsement deals, sponsorships, as well as just general loot from the dungeon, this isn't even taken into account using the wish for anything or reselling items, you could stand to make about 200 million gold each. Now divide that in half, that would be 100 million gold each once I take my 50%. But that would be enough to pay off your debts and then leave you some. A very comfortable living, if you will.
And what about the wish?
That I have no access to. I tried. The contract section on that part is ironclad. Contestants only.
Vince, who is it that arranges to get contracts and sponsorship deals? I'm pretty
So
sure
part
in
of
the contract it reads as the manager, yeah?
Yeah, so part of my job is to provide you sponsorship opportunities, contract deals with various companies. For example, if one of them wants to pay you to use their magic items during a specific section of the tournament, I would be in charge of negotiating favorable terms for you, as well as how much payment it would be, royalties, and the like.
Alright, and we get final say on that, right?
I am more than fine with giving you final say if you promise Dagatha will not throw me off of this ship, which has started going. And that does not yet.
Listen, I can't make that promise, but
could you at least promise?
I just want to be like, oh, hey, you got to use this broom instead of this broom. And it's just like, well, no, I like Marlboro.
I will give you final say on any and all sponsorship deals.
Alright, cool. Alright, well, I'm fine with that. Also, just a heads up. Just remember, if you're fucking us over and we do win this, we get a wish. So, like, maybe don't make enemies is all I'm saying.
Right? I promise. There will be no fucking over. Besides what I have already done for the rest of our partnership.
There you go. That's all. Like I said, I don't give two flying shits about the money. Money comes and money goes. Alright, I know I look all high class and shit, but I don't know. This is kind of my normal living situation.
Norm is going to. I was gonna say bend down, but in actuality, it's more just like the leg portion of his slime just kind of shrinks, so that he is eye to balls of steel acting as a facsimile of eyes to Vince McNoman. He's gonna put a hand on his shoulder and say, "I trust you explicitly. If you lie to me again, I will eat you." Because I am not considered a person, and therefore things I do cannot be considered crimes. Eating for survival is not a crime.
That is actively not true, but I'm too terrified to really hold you to that correction.
And as he's saying that, like the light will like catch the glint of the semi-translucent skull that's kind of floating around inside of Norm. And it's like, I will eat you. Do not lie. And then he'll go back to normal.
Once again, I promise not to screw you guys over any more than I already have.
1 second, insight.
I trust him.
How many other ways have you screwed us over?
Oh, the usual, signing myself up as your manager without telling you.
We know about what are the ones we don't know about?
Hold on, I'm listing. Getting putting in the contract that I would be paid 70%, which has now been changed. I will put in the paperwork to change it as soon as we dock. Going for the cheapest, most money-saving accommodations throughout the entire tournament. Generally, having more care for myself than your guys' comfort during this. I haven't had the opportunity to really do anything besides those things.
See, that's where I would like to do an insight.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to... That's intimidation. I have lots of that.
I was going to say, thank you for not having me roll an intimidation, because Norm was not lying or attempting to interrogate. He was just telling the truth. He will eat him.
16.
With a 16, as my son asked me to kiss his boo-boos, you can tell... Well, actually, you know what? Let me roll something for Vince.
I was going to say.
Yeah, he's going to roll his honesty stat.
We're going to roll an honesty stat for Vince, because that's completely a stat.
Yeah, Vince
It's not deception at all. It's honesty.
A dice roller, come on. Move faster. So I'm not going to tell you what he rolled, but I will tell you the result of it. As you look at him, there's a pause, and Vince says, Garrick, I swear on my honor, there's nothing else I need to tell you. And from what you can tell, Garrick, and with the little you know about Vince, he's told me.
Nicely worded.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You asked him a question, he answered.
Nothing else I need to tell you about.
And it's not lying, or else I'd eat him.
I truly do not want to get eaten by a giant slime. Or thrown off. Or explode.
Or any combination of the three.
I would not explode you in this ship. Acid would be better.
Okay, I don't want to be melted. Let's avoid that. So we're in agreement. 50-50 split. Full final say on any sponsorship deals, alliances, anything like that. And I genuinely go to bat for you to get you better equipment, things like that. I can even probably change some of the accommodations when we get there.
All right, just no more funny business.
No more funny business. The funny business is over.
See, now I don't believe that. But, I mean, that comes.
Okay,
Fingers
let me
crossed.
rephrase. The funny business that would hurt you is over. Now
There you
any
go.
funny business
Okay.
I do
That's
is
better.
to benefit you.
Hey, no, look, well, funny business is great and all. Just remember who your friends are.
Right. I am going to close my door now and go to sleep. Will I wake up with a dagger in my throat? Just tell me now.
We're back,
Right.
but we're going.
Okay, so we're going to call the session there because our sacrifices to the OBS, Dice Gods, and the Less are not working and we need to run from ruin. Besides that, thank you all for joining us. We apologize for the technical difficulties. If you're laughing at our suffering, fair. Let's be real
Yeah.
here, fair.
Yeah.
This has been the Nexus Tournament. They made it! To everyone's surprise, I did truly think I was going to TPK them last fight. But besides that, let's hear a bit from our wonderful players today as we thank them for entertaining us. And let's start off with Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve. You find me over at Lawless Victory on the Blue Sky. That is lawless as in crime, victory as in winning. I'm not terribly active there, but you know, I'm there. I don't really have any. Every Saturday, come check me out on the morning stream where I'm playing a giant crocodile, and it's here on this channel. And I hit stuff with a big sword
Woo!
and talk with a very, very gravelly and even voice that hurts my throat.
Alright. And speaking of the runner of said campaign, Mike.
Me? No. Hi. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok, CDN Cap America on the Blue Sky and the other app. And as for running things, apparently I was the one that decided I could herd cats. So here we are. This game is amazing. Catch this one every week at 5:30 to 7:30 PST or thereabouts. There's an alternate game run by John at 5:30 to 7:30 PST on the Mondays, the opposite Mondays. There are also 2 Tuesday games with Jess as one of our players. Eventually.
Eventually.
At 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. PST, alternating games. And there's a Saturday morning game, and there's a bunch of other stuff. Saturday morning has John and Eve and Alejandro in it.
Hello.
I don't know. Almost the entire group. Yeah, there's a lot going on the channel. We have a Cypher System game. We have a Break game. We have a Call of Cthulhu game. A Scum and Villainy game. Some other games. Random stuff. Forgetful people. All right. Other than that, yeah, that was me. So yeah, come to the channel. I will be here.
All right. And let's go with Sonia.
Hello, I am Sonia. Check out my comic, The Malison Hotel. It can be found at the link that should be posted in the chat. It's about murderous lesbians. So, that's pretty cool. One of them wears a maid outfit. So, just gonna insert that bit of information in that. That's all I got.
It's a very good comic. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Aw, glad you liked it.
All right. And then Jess.
Hi there. Thank you for everyone coming out, sticking with us. Again, I'm Jess. I'm Art Fantastical on all social medias. You can find me on Blue Sky. I just posted my very late Halloween art, so that was fun. You can also find me eventually here on Tuesdays, now that my schedule has finally fixed it, righted itself. And you can, I know. And you can also find me on Queen City Supers, the Masks AP, where I play a anxious speedster who is a superpowered teen at superpowered trade school in Canada, and it's very, very fun.
All right, and then to sound us off, John.
Thank you. I thought you were gonna forget about me like Dee does, but no.
No.
In my mother tongue, sup fuckers, I'm John. I have been playing Norm, the sentient slime. I can be found on just about every other campaign here on Would Be Heroes, where I play an equally sane individual, ranging from a quasi-immortal pseudo-dragon to a death cult Jedi to also an anxious speedster. Who accidentally invented a god and is now about to suffer the actions of his consequences. I do run the Break campaign, where some of the other Would-Be Heroes veterans take part in. I run the Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign every other Monday from this one, where Mike and Alejandro are also there. I have my own podcast, Bacon Flavored Pods, where we stream all sorts of stuff. We are currently running a Beacon campaign set in the world of Final Fantasy XII, as well as a Mecha vs. Kaiju campaign, which hopefully will get started on this week again. We've been on a couple of month hiatus because of scheduling, because, adults. I can also be found on my friend's stream whenever he stops having to work all day on Sundays and we can actually get back to streaming. His channel is Bor Immortal. It's B-O-R Immortal, not B-O-A-R. Also, I draw for money if you want money, and... No. If you want art and have too much money, come to me. Oh yeah, also I can be found online at Crimsbake, and I don't think I ever said that, but if I didn't, there it is, and if not, subliminal messaging, go to my social medias and give me money.
Alright, and with that, thank you all for joining. Once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. We will be putting OBS, pulling it with us behind the shed and going Mafia on it. Have a lovely night, everyone. And if you're going to ask, should I recommend the Nexus Tournament to friends, please know that if the party decides to find a way to kill Vince McGnome, I will thank them.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised he came back.
Look, it makes
There's
people
always next
laugh.
time.
It makes people laugh, and I genuinely thought he might die. But no, he's slimy enough to live.
Are we gonna see his brother again?
No, that was
his
his son.
His son. That was it.
Alright, but do we have anyone we're going to raid? John.
I mean, he's a halfling, so it's probably his brother's son.
That's not how it works.
Also, isn't he a gnome?
Yes, he is a gnome.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
I posted someone we could raid.
Oh, yeah, I'm in charge of that. Well, here's the thing. I can go to the ending screen, and then I will do the doodads. Bye!
Truth.